What's the game about? No idea, even though I've had Gab's part going on in the background while I read. So, for those that don't know what this is, especially if you came in from Dilly's Raid, so, hold on, nose is stuffy and I have food in my mouth, so it's hard to breathe. This game is kind of told like a story. Like a campfire creepy story you might hear, but it's also actually like a choose your own adventure. So you play through, and then at certain points you have decisions you can make, but you can only make them if you found the right charms. I think they're called charms. So if you haven't found them, you can't make that decision yet, but you can always use the book and go back to that decision, do the other one, and see where that route takes you. Kind of like a choose your own adventure. It's about kids. It is about corrupt businesses in a small town. It is about rich people influencing a small town. And this kid is trying to... He's kind of solving mysteries that are going on around the town with his friend. And on top of that, the main character's parents, one died. Oh, that's not right. Damn it, I have to click off. Fuck. I will restart the game. So I have it. So the main character's dad died probably forever ago, and then his mom recently just went missing. So that's probably going to come into play because people start going missing. So this game. There we go. It should be fixed now. Interactive story that plays out like a movie, I guess? Kind of. Oh, it registered my controller afterward. Oh, thank God. Okay. It didn't do that last time we played this. Once I clicked back on the game, it was like, your keyboard and mouse forever now. And I hated it. It's not intuitive for me for this type of game. Clipping that moment and suggesting it as a raid alert is the best thing I've ever done with my life, to be honest. Were you the one that suggested the Rule of Rose alert? It's a good one. Alright, chat. So, I don't remember where we are in the story, to be completely honest, but I think we're dreaming. And our name is Luca.
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
Oh, it was great. Luca, you slept straight through breakfast. Oh, we just got in a fight with our best friend because we were hanging out with a new girl in town, and our best friend got upset and said some really nasty things to us. So, are you all right? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I'll try to remember everyone's voices. I'm not gonna remember sometimes, so. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Also, Grandma's sus. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Also, I'm adorable. Stardew Valley doesn't have evil rich people or corporations, though. Just good ones. Bonk! Joja? You Joja fanboy. The characters are so cute, though. I can't tell what animal each character is at all. Can only tell some. Well, we're a deer. And our best friend's a cat. Actually, both characters we're friends with are cats. But some of them, it just depends. I'd have to see them to let you know. I know the creepy CEO dude. I bet Rello's still going to the festival. He's a hyena. Ugh, he's gonna be miserable. I can keep doing this. Let's go. Oh no! Oh, okay, it's fine. I thought I was gonna be trapped on the bed forever.
Luca dozed off again.
Maybe I should have left. Oops. Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. I didn't try to leave. I don't know if I could have. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What'd he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, rude, I think it'd do you some good. I hate the... Noted.
Lucas still couldn't bring himself to go out.
I hate the term pity party because it invalidates the fact that you're upset, and it makes it sound like it's nonsense. BRB, okay. Oh my god. That fanboy just appreciate high quality products at affordable prices. They're not high quality. Do not put the sandwich in the oatmeal.
Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to
Ew!
actually confront the situation.
Ew! Ew. Please don't put the Please don't fill the sandwich with oatmeal. Okay, I guess I'll go talk to Rollo. Oh. Never mind then, I guess I won't leave. If Rollo thinks I'm going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Okay, I'm not allowed to leave, I guess. There's never anything interesting in the festival anyway. What, am I supposed to hit that with my soccer ball?
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
An angry little face your characters have? Yeah. Before or after you mix the oatmeal with milk? Ugh. Get ready for bed. Take care, Kotana. Have a lovely evening and get all the rests. And here's a hug for you. All the hugs. The complete first
Luca
volume.
carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often.
Aww.
Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
I don't know who's saying Luca. Luca! Oh, it's probably Gran. Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. Modwell? Moedwill? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. It's her bedroom too, though, so that's awkward. All right, then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want to bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon.
I was gonna say, it's night already? Damn.
He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
On
Luca
the book.
stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source. Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
F?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them. The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp.
Is this
A
time
cloud
travel?
of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar,
The fuck?
as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path.
Ha!
This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. Except it does, though. But it does. Words still hurt, Gran. I'm never a fan of that. Like, oh, like, you know, your friends matter more. Silly little fights are stupid. It's like sometimes your friend said a really hurtful thing and kind of should apologize and really make it up to you. And it might take time, but they can. I'm not saying they can't be friends, but Luca has full right to be upset. For those that don't know, Rollo said something about our dead parents. I don't remember what it was, but basically something really nasty about our dead parents. You don't really say nasty things about someone's dead parents. How about you don't? The important thing is that it is not the last thing you ever say to each other. Oh, I think they should talk. That is true. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? I think he did in the moment because he was upset, but I think he wants to apologize. No, he was just mad. Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them at their worst. Yes and no. Let's not promote toxic behavior with friends. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. What? Yeah! Apologize for what, Gran? I'm gonna fight you. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. I'm gonna fight Gran. You're invalidating the fuck out of Luca right now. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. I love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
The voice sounds like the lady from Edith Finch. That would be unsurprising. It does sound like her. Triple meal is a depression classic when you have someone trying to take care of you. What, having them all at the same time? Stagger downstairs and eat it at like 2 a.m. Jesus Christ. Gran, what last minute stuff? Setting up a corn dog stall? She's like, please pay me. I want money. Oh my god. Okay.
Chapter 6.
Oh, okay.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo.
Yeah, she just could have said it better.
A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding.
I would agree with that.
If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
Very true.
Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
I gave you semi-terrible advice, now pay me. From what I can see, it's not the same as anyone from Edith Finch, but the voiceover actor, Kristen Mize, is that how you say it? Is in a podcast in one other game today. What's the other game? Do I want to know? I don't know. Nope. Oh. I don't remember her voice. Luca. Rollo wanted me to tell you something. I think it was lower. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Aw, good sister. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Also, she's, I think a kid too, possibly. I figured it was the treehouse. That was like the only quiet place I can think of. Oh, Jesus, so much is happening. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuviae. What is that? And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any crittles at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all of the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Hi, robot. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Larger than light, traverse shadows by manipulating light in this 2 point... Oh, that's the game she was in, was larger than light. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Escape a haunted school with the sibling duo Skia and Lux. Yo. Interesting. Probably moved to Animal Crossing Island. All the beetles? Seems like a Latin word, not a familiar one, though. Gotcha. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally! Oh wait, no, that's a little high. I think that I just did the bat voice. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy, and this festival harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it! No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly! But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. The dichotomy of what I was just talking about. Alright. Oh look! I can see that there's more than one of you right now. What the does no one question this? Do they just think there's twins? They don't know that there's like a fucking horde of them? Oh, look. This bitch. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens, no. Well, break a leg. Okay, yeah, fuck off. Who says no to lemonade? Well, she's saying, the sister's saying, hey, maybe don't give them money because they're fucks. Ain't moving. Okay. Oh, look, he's fine. He's probably fine now.
Ha ha ha, every single time.
Yup. He's gonna light the place ablaze. That's why it's gonna light on fire. Oh, look, there's a third.
A unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha.
Stop foreshadowing.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Does that character say anything other than yup? No. I think she said one thing during the bad end, but I don't remember what it was.
Hey Jeff, everything all right? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Aww. Get all the sleep, Demonas. Have a lovely evening and take care of yourself. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Remind you of that one guy from Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you remember him, he changed hats and insisted he was a different person each time. I do remember that. I do. Yeah. Except there are multiple of them. Well, can I not go? Hold on, can I go to the treehouse? I can. Do I have more to do with Dad? Let's see real quick. What's my bait? Ooh, pungent.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
I don't know if I'd call that refined. Now to remember how to fish. Give it. Lots of hugs and energy. Thank you. Thank you. I don't remember him, but I remember I remember Cabbage Boy too.
Property of Sharper Valentine.
Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town.
Should we give it back to him?
He may not even want it back. That man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. I mean, we're in the past. Are we in the past, or are we just in a dream? I'm not sure where we are. But anyway, okay, bye. Bye, Dad. Brain Dad. Okay, bye. Can I go this way? Okay. Is he not here? Maybe he's not here. Oh, he's not. Okay. Did you just use time to catch time? Wait, what? Oh yeah, what did I use to fish? I don't know. The picture was of a tomato. I didn't pay attention to what I actually put on the rod. I'm guessing a memory? Maybe, yeah. Oh, oops. Okay, well, Rolo's not here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. So I guess we'll continue this way.
A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope.
Yeah, fuck off. Oh. I don't remember the voice. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest.
I've had my doubts about the perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party.
What do you have to say about my foreshadowing? Oh, she doesn't have anything.
Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see the festival. I wanted to see what the festival fest is about. But I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books.
Mood. Alright. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. That's a hot furry, though. Like, I know it's the rich bitches, but she hot. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for?
It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy.
This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? Would you care? I wouldn't.
All you need to know is that it's
For the good of the family. The good of the family. I have hundreds of books despite my tiny bedroom? Yeah, heck yes. Gonna go get dinner and do some chores. Okay, baby, I love you. Alright. I can't go in there. I guess let's go behind the cafe real quick first. Over 500? Nice. Oh, no, I didn't try to leave. Alright.
Hiya, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Zariel became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything.
What? Who the fuck is that? What? I'm so confused. What was that about? What? Bat!
Yawn. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole town festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing really is special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A guest of honor? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal.
Uh-oh. Is she sleeping because it's daytime? Because she's nocturnal. Amazing. I guess I can't go in there. Okay. I don't know if I picked up on that before. We'll go down here first. She's adorable. I love her.
Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, the building regulations. That's great. Census taking. Emergency services.
We're running away. We don't want no more.
Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
What the fuck is happening?
Nothing at all.
What? Is everyone in on something I'm not? What is happening? The fuck? Can I ever make this explode? Because that'd be hilarious. I got smack! Play that funky music. Are you calling me a white boy? Also, amazing. I didn't know I'd get more. Do I get more? I'm a menace. Give me all of the charms. Ah! Okay. I do not want to do the museum again, so we're gonna avoid it. Dun, dun, dun.
The library, somewhere quiet.
Maybe everyone's leaving me slivers of hints. I just want to make sure.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
We already read that. Okay. That's why I skipped it. Sorry. was like, pretty sure we knew that. We haven't seen Beck around. But it looks like I'm being pretty railroaded to finding Rollo. Luca's hoping running, or hop running is adorable. It's like a cute lamb skipping around happily. Yay. Oh, wait. Creepy place. Oh, it's all boarded up, right? Creepy place. Creepy place.
Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old.
Didn't spill. Why did it spill the window? Okay. Okay, library. That's all we got left.
Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle.
I got riddle me this as an achievement.
The first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go out all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farpal, you may take issue with the fifth king. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. All right, then. When you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands.
All right. The 5th issue of something. I don't know what. I'm assuming his favorite thing, though. Who are you?
Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know that Hank Atomic's shrink array doesn't actually specifically... Oh my god. Doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving an object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right, sorry.
Fucking too late.
Luca grabbed the Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf.
No.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it to me here or grab a different one. We'll do that.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
That might be it, because he said issue 5, but...
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
That's not it.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
That's more likely it. What else can I get, though? No? Okay.
Luca grabbed The 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf.
It really wants to push that 5.
Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide.
A self-help book about the issue with self-help?
Luca grabbed 500 Meals for One Big Pot from the shelf.
It's too many. More complicated than shrinking one object, it's true.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5.
It's probably that one.
Ah, you found
Kato
it.
removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
I did it.
That's so smart.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for his purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Only found in Grub
Grifting grub?
Cart.
Reaching the end of the book,
Grift
Kato
grub
looked
and
up.
cart? Or in grub cart?
That's it.
Grift in grub cart. Griffin? Griffin's grub cart. Oh. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand.
Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Thanks, Kato. Cute. My foot was wrapped around my headphones. I was like struggling to try and unravel it. All right. Let's go this way. That's down here? Is that this or no? Okay, I couldn't remember. Ultraviolet light, hell yeah. Hey Griffin, did Rolo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
It's in the corn dog and now half of it's in you.
Yuck! It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting there for a while. Rilla wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's
Luca
just...
tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth.
Ew!
He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
How did you not notice? Oh, come
He shook
on.
off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the
Luca
step.
finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing.
Fountain up the step. I'm trying to remember where the fountain is. That sounded so wrong. I'm right. Fountain. So that'd be here. Is it over here? Is it the diner? No. Okay. Coffee? Maybe. It would need to be here somewhere. Oh, maybe that's why they were asking me weird questions. Got it. Oops.
There you are, Luca.
Actually, or there's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade.
Oh, come on, you big stuff.
You big stiff.
Let the kids have some fun.
Fine. But Rolo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Hard. I feel cheapened somehow.
I think it's sweet.
Your final task of friendship brings. What takes flight?
Good luck, Luca.
What takes flight but has no wings? Aw, there he is. Look at Baron.
Hey.
Hey, did you find the comic book?
Yep.
And you got the corn dog?
Yeah.
Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
I'm gonna cry, they're adorable. Honestly, Rolo's being... He's being sweet, and he's owning up to what he did. Flight.
Thanks. You didn't have to go through all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad.
Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. You don't say.
Rolo.
Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Luca. Oh, it says I'm so sorry. Aw, I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rolo,
Aw,
hugging him
I'm gonna
as
cry 'cause
tightly
it's
as he
cute.
could.
Ah!
Rolo, I don't deserve you.
I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom.
Snoop where?
We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Yeah, that... Can we stop sneaking into places we shouldn't? Because last time we found a dead body, and also I got kidnapped once, and you got kidnapped once, and maybe we don't do those things. We also turned a kid into half an adult, and that was terrifying, so please not again. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down?
What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day.
You know, I have been wanting to get some more work done at the MCDC at Mission Control on it. The aim is a bit unpredictable.
That sounds perfect.
Head to the treehouse. I can understand how and why he would be hurt. Oh yeah, he just said a really nasty thing. Like, you don't... I get saying something to maybe hurt someone because you're so hurt and that's all you can think to do, but maybe you don't bring up dead parents? I don't know. Looks more smug than hard. I think he was saying his muscles hard because he was like showing a little bicep, but it was still weird. Wait, do I have enough? Please hold. I'm just gonna daydream for a hot moment. I got like 2 things, so. Smack!
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook.
What the
Those
fuck?
things always get dirty anyway.
What? What's a toy stretchy hand mean? I didn't know he brought that up. Yeah. Like, I get being hurt you're hanging out with another friend, but like, he did a low blow, which is why he did all this to make up for it. Rolo did a good, like, as much as a kid can do, he did a good thing. Bracelet.
Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry.
That's sweet thought, Buckaroo. But I'm not sure she'd fully appreciate a pond bracelet. Fair. Okay, so we don't know whose it is. Alright. Oops. Like, threw me in. Head to the treehouse. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now.
A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
What the fuck is Grandma up to? I don't trust a bitch.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
What the fuck?
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much.
What the fuck?
We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
What the actual fuck is this bitch up to?
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What the fuck? Aw, the balloons. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about?
Maybe later.
Sure, whenever you want.
You know, you really didn't have to go through all that trouble just to apologize.
Yes, he did. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me.
Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice?
We can still go.
Nah, this is fine.
Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
What the fuck?
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
What?
Huh? What was that?
Everything's on fire. The whole town is ablaze. Oh man, did we miss the
It
fireworks?
was not fireworks.
I got chills.
It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What the fuck do you mean? big chill? What the fuck? What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
What? I got a big chill as an achievement. What the fuck?
Before they could react, it encased them in ice.
Did we just get an ice age?
2 boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. What? And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
I am so confused! What?
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together.
What?
For the rest of time. The end.
What the fuck?
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings.
We know that. We've
More
had a couple of the
possibilities.
ends.
I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
What the fuck? What could possibly trigger an ice age that's instantaneous? What the fuck? Okay, well. Alright. So, we've done all those. We've done all those. This we're missing one. This we're missing one. This we've done. And this we're missing one. I kind of want to go this way. And instead we're going to break instead of rumble. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Let's do break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Oh, so this is them meeting instead then.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promised you tell him what? Spit it out, bub.
We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me.
Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened.
Heck yeah. So yeah, Rollo and Beck are both cats, I believe.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place?
It's mostly boring and empty.
I refuse to believe that. A big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house.
You will reveal your secrets to me.
This is how we die.
What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Miss Harris Valentine.
Eris.
Who's she talking to? Shh.
I expect to return that suit in... Wait, I expect you to return that suit in working order.
Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there is nothing to worry about.
The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some savory alliances, so be it.
I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat.
Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh.
You do understand that when all this is all inevitably fails, I will deny everything?
I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest.
I can't wait to see the look on Rube Carr's face.
Yes, the truth will come to light.
I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful.
I bet I know who's in the suit. This suit. I don't know if it's the same person that was in the other suit. I bet this is our Gran, though. That's just my hypothesis. I don't know, but it feels like it's probably our Gran. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, who fucking called it? I'm so glad I said that before now! I didn't think they'd reveal it now!
Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Oh, because nobody can tell from your fucking locks coming out of the back. Just remember... Oh, sorry.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival.
I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
I'm shook. But also unsurprised. Okay.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Aww. Poor kid. I mean, so now the note will make more sense, but... What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit?
That was my Gran.
That was your Gran?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this.
Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out from there.
Lead the way. Aww. Evil grandma. Evil grandma. Trudging through the forest. Hey. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not
The
worried.
clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it.
Absolutely. If you'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash.
Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
Alright. There. And would you like my eternal soul as
The
well?
clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha.
Alright, fucking bye. Can I use the telephone? No. I don't know, it's glowing.
Hi, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, let me give you some advice. Next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser.
Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards.
That's good, that's good. Your gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Okay, thank God he wasn't saying something creepy about her gran again. Take care, Kyrie. I hope your tooth feels better soon. All the hugs, get all the rest, and take care of yourself. Alright. For once he wasn't creepy, let's go. What are they talking about? So, another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z.
Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folk order the same drink?
Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why?
I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd.
Pretty weird for sure.
Well, customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow.
Can't wait. Alright. Sus? Oh, I did that.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass on my thanks to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
Hey, Gaelic girl. Thank you for the hugs. All the hugs big. I like the hugs.
Oh, did I have that on? Oops. All of the hugs. That or I made it flash for a sec. But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all this? Gosh, I've never felt one compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of
With
potential.
a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet, and all it needs is a little nudge. I feel like there's something actually under us. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Alright, bye. Does he want to talk? No, okay. Treehouse. Oh. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further down from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy, he's funny, even when he's trying not to be. Not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's kinda a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in the town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater.
Yeah, that's sus.
We'd better get going.
For a week, not being allowed in your town. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid?
Name's Beck. You must be Rolo.
I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction.
I've seen worse looking piles of junk.
Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about?
Yeah?
While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh, this will be important to know for future. Oh, that would have been great to know in the one where we're locked up there. Or maybe he wouldn't have made it. Shit. Where the fuck are you getting a beep sound from?
He goes all out, doesn't he? Always.
What can I do with this? What does the target do? Oh, I couldn't reach it from there, I guess? Oh. Oh. Can I just carry it with me? There we go. Damn it. Oh, I am carrying it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I thought I was kicking it. Rude. Oh my god. It's really hard to do. Oh, come on! Why are you hitting it so high? There we go. Oh no! Why? Fuck. Got it. Oh, it's moving! There we go, good. First try, let's go. Honky honky! What, is there a clown in there?
Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks.
Junk food for junk.
Nice.
So, pretty sweet security, right?
It was imaginative, I'll give you that.
Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit?
I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess.
Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there.
What were they doing?
I don't know, but the place was lit up and active.
Maybe they were squatters?
I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running.
A man pulled you in?
Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right?
Gran.
Yeah. Then it could have been a woman.
How did you get away?
I grabbed a rock and something and broke their mask. They let go when I ran.
Dang.
That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rolo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup.
So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine?
Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense.
And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your gran, and she tried to murder you.
First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away.
Oh, that's a good point.
The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe.
Your gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. Special jam. What could she possibly have to hide?
It's some special jam. I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after...
After his mom went missing.
Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your gran is on the up and up? What does that even mean?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying, it sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up.
We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house.
If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed it by now? Not in the locked closet. That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this.
I'm always down for a good snoop.
You can count me in.
Alright, guess we're going home. Everything's
Chapter
fine.
6.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, right.
Secret lair.
Secret tunnel.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Grandma's suspicious.
Oh my god, I'm wearing a different shirt! Have I been wearing a different shirt every day and I didn't notice? Or is this the first time I'm out of something? I don't remember.
What time is it?
Or is this my PJs? Oh, it's my PJs. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm coming, damn. Okay. Oh, there they are.
Ah, he's wearing a little detective hat! Rolo, what on earth is that?
Huh?
That ridiculous thing on your head.
Oh, this? It helps me think.
You're gonna need a lot more of those.
Joke all you want. You'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear.
Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day.
Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Cute.
He
Ah!
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for.
Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Alright. It's the closet upstairs. I already know. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. I mean, probable.
She keeps the fire going every day, Rolo.
Drat, I may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs.
Wrong button. I fucking told you so! It's the closet upstairs. I knew. I knew. The whole... Okay.
So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice, it's locked.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look who stands to reason now.
I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes.
Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush?
True. Anything else maybe out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
I would still think the closet's the most suspicious thing, but yeah, I guess you can't get to it.
All right, Rolo. This is your time to shine.
Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed
Before
with...
he could finish, Lucas scrambled up Rolo's back.
Bitch. Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work.
Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on.
This is beneath my standing.
Stop complaining and hold still.
You're not standing. You're supporting.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click.
What?
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
What?
Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling.
Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes.
So which one do you think she is? We're about to find out.
I'm at a fucking loss of words, chat.
Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe?
Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good.
We need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn.
Shocked Pikachu.
Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Okay, though. Seriously, though. Why we gotta have fingering and bulging in the same sentence? I don't like that. I don't... Why? But why?
For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there?
It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
I never would have thought his dad was a doctor. Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rolo swiped the
Just
folder from
takes
the
it
drawer
over.
and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself,
Oh.
barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it?
One sec. Tense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle.
What?
That's where all the meaty bits live. I don't know if that's true.
Wow, I have no idea. We were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Oh, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Miss Wilby.
Browse.
Browse. That's the only way I can do browse is by doing the wow face. Kuri, thank you so much for 21 months of support. I appreciate your face so much. You precious cinnamon roll. How are you doing? Chat, you should be following watching Kuri if you're not already. She's an amazing streamer, and she's an amazing artist, amazing YouTuber, and she does all the helpful videos, and TikToker. Please go follow her on everything. Thank you. I would appreciate that. You were last playing Overwatch 2. How are you liking Overwatch 2? I played very little of 1, but I enjoy watching others play it. Now follow now or else. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Miss Wilby for just the past few days. Still waiting on lab results from
Rolo
Joseph.
looked up with heightened surprise.
See, creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph?
That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rolo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbles in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water in his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions.
It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes.
So it might be related to something
Rollo
else.
scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast, and with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exasperated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends.
What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is
Luca
bullshit!
slammed the drawer shut.
He's upset he's spaghetti.
My tank got changed, but she is super fun now. Well, that's at least a positive. At least they made them fun, because it would suck if it was worse.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure kept to herself. Or kept herself busy.
Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get that vibe.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sure, she's just tracking the moments of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart.
She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Well, probably because they're new and she doesn't get their vibe yet. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye.
The killer has chosen her next victim.
We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
That's good. I like that one. Ooh. What do we have here?
Barrels marked caution explosive.
And jam jars? Oh my god, the jam is explosives. I was thinking drugs. You know, the normal thing that might be in food, not fucking explosives. I'm shook.
That's enough jam to feed the whole town.
What kind of incendiary jam is your mom making? Gran, not mom. Incendiary.
She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs.
Or would she? I don't trust Gran. That old lady knows too much. Does too much. I don't trust her.
Right?
Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Don't. What the fuck are you doing, sir? Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
Dude is try first, ask questions later, and it is a bit concerning. No! A hint of brown sugar and ink.
What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Miss Fratelli.
A grand jamgram?
It says last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go.
Oh man, are they doing a heist?
Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more bombshell than a bomb, am I right?
You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Oh my god. He's so lucky that wasn't actually explosives of some kind. That kid's gonna die just because of something that he decides to try. He fucking ran head first into an electric fence. This child's gonna die. No parents have taught him fucking safety.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map.
Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo.
Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map.
Can't fault that logic.
Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow
Rolo
it,
carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square?
That's the fountain in the middle of town.
What a weird place to hide treasure.
Rolo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on the map has the same symbol as those explosives over there.
So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer.
Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited for about... Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month?
The festival! Oh,
Did you just say gulp? I should have said gulp. I didn't know he said it. Did you just say gulp?
this feels like a gulp kind of situation.
Everyone will be gathered near the center of town.
She's gonna blow up the festival!
Not if we stop her!
Okay.
What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What? Oh, wrong person.
What was that?
No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs!
Shh, quiet. Hit the lights. What if they close the cabinet? You're locked in there.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
I would hide under the table.
Overhead, creaking
No bear.
floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Oh shit.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other.
Someone stop there.
A muffled male voice broke the silence.
It's him! It's the one of the people that she was giving the jam to. I don't remember his name. He's like that squirrel dude though. I don't remember his voice. Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
You. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help.
Thump.
We're gonna get murdered. Just.
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused,
What?
squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Guess it's nothing.
Rolo shifted suddenly.
Why would you move right now? Rolo.
Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Don't say anything. Rolo, don't.
It was too late. Rolo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Did we not just discuss how Rolo's gonna die doing something stupid? Did we did we not just establish that? Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rolo tackled the man to the ground.
Rolo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out.
Holy crap, Rolo. Oh, wait, no, that's Beck. Holy crap, Rolo. That was amazing. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rolo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rolo both gasped in stereo.
Oh, because we couldn't guess it was him.
Mr. Trolliver.
Tolliver. I could not remember his name though. He's
Chapter
fine, sadly.
7.
This fool.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Oh my god, we're gonna interrogate him?
Still unconscious, Mr. Tulliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string.
Okay.
The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan.
I need to send this to River and ask if they can get this. Because I don't want to leave. So I'm asking them to pick up a package for me.
One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tulliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run a classic good cop. Bad cop is usually hard cop. Chat, good or chill cop or hard cop? Nobody wants a hard cop. You. Chill or hard? I don't like that. Oh. do. We're probably gonna end up doing both at some point anyway. I'm feeling chill. You feeling chill? Nobody wants a hard cop? Hard does seem closest to what they mean. Yes, because they mean bad cop. But do you want that? Are we splitting the vote? Are you making me decide anyway? Is that what's happening here? I mean A-cab, so... Yeah, so neither, but okay, I'll do chill if I get to choose.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
That's totally how that works, right?
I'll handle this. Just play it cool. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
So I just got back to him.
Mr. Tulliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tulliver. This was all a big mistake.
Luca, what's going... Oh, I don't remember Tulliver's voice.
Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tulliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. That's a lie. How do I know I can trust you?
Mr. Tulliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
Is Tulliver banging Gran? Are they all having a threesome? No, they're all working on something, but I don't know.
Mr. Tulliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make sense in time. Oh, he gonna make a break for it!
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Get him, Rollo!
You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the
He's
kids
gonna
had
lock
even
them in.
noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
He
to.
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light.
Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
Okay, I guess I'm supposed to do
They
the
heard the
opposite.
staccato thump of quick steps exiting
Is this
the
the
house.
end?
The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town.
Sir, I barely trust myself as an adult.
Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right.
I only chose chill cop because I didn't like how hard cop sounded. Yeah, that's fair. You think I'll trust another adult? Yeah, never.
Only a hollow
Me neither.
croak escaped. The end.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Well, we
69
certainly
nice.
aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Okay, let's quickly do hard. All right.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Okay, I get to be Rollo. Let's go.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
Oh, he's unconscious still!
Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'll be asking the questions here, punk.
Now hold on, let's just calm down.
Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way. Or, well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance!
What? I don't even.
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth can I dance?
Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house?
I'm here to help Juniper. Oh, he's like crying. To make sure everything's ready.
Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Uh-oh. Run!
Gran.
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, huh?
Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Where is she now? Where is she?
He's just turned into Batman. She's headed to the source.
The source? What's the source? It is Final Fantasy XIV's like main world that you're on out of the 14 worlds that exist. The one that you're on in the game, most of the game, is called the source. That's the source.
It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began.
What an operation! What an operation! What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Fucking rip.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
You scared him so bad.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began?
We need more information.
Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more?
What about the museum? The history museum? It just got set up for the festival.
No, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers.
I hate that phrasing. Yeah, same. Tally, are you looking for food, man? There you go. Kato!
This is a nice, oh my god, this is a dang nice library! This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we worked hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free?
Child labor.
It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read.
No.
Stop it. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you in Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sorta don't know.
What do you got on the history of the town?
There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
Oh,
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
I don't like that.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
No
Gran
dirt
was the
naps,
only
please.
family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
I'm guessing it's not explosives, but... If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop.
We have to keep digging.
If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Roller Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got a better idea, spit it out.
You sound like my sister.
Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you out in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered
Damn.
under his breath.
You're a county record.
Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here.
I'd love to see you try.
Hey! We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right.
What is it?
J. Hartford? That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford.
Who the fuck is pretending to be our grandma?
Maybe there are two J. Hartfords? Miss Hartford is survived by her younger daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy.
If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over. Haha, that's the name of the chapter.
Then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
That's horrifying.
All right, gang. I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10.
Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go.
Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can for the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about your unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
I would like to think the penguin overheard that and was very confused.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house.
Who the fuck is our grandma? It could just be someone with a similar name. Finder, I guess they proved that wrong.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
There's Gran, not Gran.
He held
Suspicious
perfectly
bitch.
still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep.
No, she's alive.
His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Look, it's just Juniper Hartford and her daughter Eleanor Hartford. No relation. Oh, with M and yeah. Juniper and Eleanor. Bye. Yeah, this isn't suspicious. You don't think she noticed the door was open to her secret basement? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Why didn't we close the wardrobe? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if she needed to be down there.
Maybe he woke up, escaped his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
Yeah, that's more likely. What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
F.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over
No!
to the pile of jam
Don't eat
jars,
the
unscrewed
jam!
one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I am afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act like nothing happened? Or nothing is wrong? Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and then left when he was done. Go to sleep.
Well, he wouldn't know. Okay. So she says he knows everything. She could have found Tolliver, but he didn't know. He got so scared he never knew who tied him up. So Gran wouldn't know it was us. Oh shit. I'm like nervous for this kid.
Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed, play it cool.
The bed where your grandma also sleeps?
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him.
You ate evidence. I know.
With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter.
This is
He
gonna be
tried to
an
grab for the
end.
railing to steady himself.
We got drugged!
Something was wrong.
We ate the jam that drugged us!
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
He groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground.
I shouldn't laugh because he's obviously drugged, but that's really funny.
Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ? Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into?
We're being dragged. Oh no.
Rest now and let me handle everything.
Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Face
Chapter 9.
down in the
A speech to end all speeches. Luca
way to
awoke to
die.
find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
I'm guessing Rolo is drugged too. It depends. I think the ones that Rolo ate was Tolliver's, right? But the one that we ate was for the creepy dude. So I wonder if she was trying to drug him specifically. But he resells it to the populace, which is a little concerning that she's trying to drug the populace. So it could be different. I don't know if it is, but it could be just because of who it was geared towards. Because I think the ones that she gives to Tolliver are messages. And the other girl, I don't remember her name, but the one in the cafe. It's because they're passing messages in the jam that no one will find. Whereas the one for the creepy dude, she wants nothing to do with him. So she's drugged him, I guess.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Mr. Nuncreed, that dude. Couldn't remember his name either.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival!
Oh. Well, this is how we die. This is how we die. I kind of want to know what happens, though. Kind of tempted to know, chat. And River's not home yet, so, like... Also, I spent too much time being emotional, so I kind of want to do more. Friends!
Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam.
Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators.
Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed put me to sleep.
Whoa! Oh! Sly devil. Okay, that's cute.
I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd.
Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around and waiting for the speech.
What speech? Mayor Gus just got put up on the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage.
Let's get moving. Okay. Oh shit. Everyone.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... Ow. Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and... I suppose you already knew that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just want to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. That is the saddest applause.
Even that's more than the old
Codger? Is that not a word I should be saying? I don't know what that means. I don't think this game would have things I can't say, but I could be wrong. Awkward applause. Welcome back, Kath. Deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Thought it was going to be an ass slap. Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
It's not offensive. It means elderly man, especially one who's old-fashioned or eccentric. Got you. Thank you. Oh. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. Inexorable? Unavoidable and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Why are we all saying all these weird words? Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which could change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
I hate them already. It's not super complimentary, but not super bad either. Yeah, it's not derogatory. It's just like an insult, like saying ugly or something like that. You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Inexorable, impossible to stop or prevent. I figured with all that context, but I wasn't sure if I pronounced it right. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. You already said that, bro. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the Fell Harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice
Join
began
us,
to
thrive.
build to a crescendo.
Why does that sound familiar? We would now walk hand in hand into a future. I can't read that fast. I accidentally clicked it. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Oh, Joja! Change is a choice. I am tickled, Pink, that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. That's the explosion. Are we all gonna freeze here? We're all gonna die! What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Does everything end in a big freeze until you figure out what causes it and stop it? Where was I? Through all my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim...
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Our harvest awaits! Yep, there it is! Get fucked. So we all died. So something happens.
A merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
So something happens, an explosion happens, we don't know what, and it causes literally the Ice Age, I guess, and we all die. So, I guess we've got a ice pumping! Oh my god. Like, what in the world causes something like that? Okay, I'm gonna ask River when they get home. Well, we die. Cool effect, how fucking dare you? Too soon!
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
So it's not William Kerr. So it's not Perennial Harvest, because why would he do that to himself? It makes no sense. So it's either the rich bitches, or it's Gran and her whole conspiracy shit. It's one or the other. One of them causes this to happen.
The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again!
Are you okay, girl? The narrator doesn't sound okay.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Alright. So we can be sly as a cop, but otherwise everything else is done. I don't know which way's the way to go. But I guess I'll pick one of these to go with. I know it's not the same as what happened in the game, but what? There are a few disaster films that suggest magnetic shifts or something. It would be instantaneous like that? Browning MT saw its temperature drop 100 Fahrenheit from 44 Fahrenheit to -56 in less than 24 hours as a result of a cold front passage on January 23rd to 24th, 1916. Fairfield MT saw an 84-degree drop from 63 to -21 Fahrenheit in just 12 hours on December 24th, 1924. But it doesn't instant snap like that, right? I mean, you said it's not the same, but were all those people okay after that? What the fuck happened? Are disaster films, reality is not too relevant to them, fair. I kind of want to continue this line, but I do feel like this is possibly leading closer to where we need to be. Let's do Sly. On November 9th, 1911, a blast of Arctic air invaded the northern plains, sending the temperature at Rapid City, South Dakota from 55 at 6 a.m. to 3 by 8 a.m. I mean, not instant, but these are all pretty fast. Yeah, but the people are all okay. They're not frozen in blocks of ice. Sly.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Oh, so it's each of them. Okay,
With
cute.
a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Moda Will girl. Please, call me Beck. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was going to be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here too.
Beck twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence. Oh.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep. The old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
Beck is terrifyingly good at this.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
So her destroying the source causes this to happen, I assume.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There is one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted some odd phrase in the Perennial Harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know.
So we have a password and know where to put it.
It's gotta mean something, right?
Good thinking. You should probably go work that out.
I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Look at us go! Damn, Beck!
You guys catch that?
Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked
Priorities.
slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rolo.
Well, sure, once things are back to normal. I'll be having a word with Mr. Tulliver about that candy shelf.
Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
Back MVP, yeah. This gives me the screaming willies.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
Maybe it's Mr. Freeze imported from Batman and Robin. If you want the full article, I pulled those stats from. Gotcha. Weather? Yeah, that's terrifying. And that's only 100 years ago.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Under? Buried? Covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be...
Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore. Wow! Damn! Holy shit! Rollo got it!
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
Rolo, that was incredible.
Well, it's either that or Kren's nude drugstore. Nude drugstore!
Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that?
What can I say? I love ciphers.
Yeah, that tracks. Well, I guess we know where to go next.
Oh, that's why she was gonna drug him. Investigate the drugstore. Let's go! I love the sweaters they're wearing. I love the fall. Should we? I want to talk to you.
You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tulliver around, have you?
I don't remember her voice.
Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man could be late to his own funeral.
That's her voice now. Oh, there's River. Where am I going again? Drugstore. Right. Let's fucking go. No!
You're late, Augustus.
River, want to see a hot furry? River! River? Hi. Want to see a hot furry? You got the package. The left one. Isn't she hot?
Thank you.
You scared me. I think it's it. I hope it's it. Oh my god. Apparently that was also there yesterday. I just didn't know they sent me 2 texts. My bad. They say hi.
Hi.
What are you going to show River a picture of yourself? I'm a hot furry. Rude!
You're like 20% furry.
River prefers more fur. Confirmed.
Is it a borzoi?
That's a good question. I thought a wolf, but I don't know. But you might be more right. She might be a dog. That makes sense. There's a lot of dogs and cats, so it would track. There are others. I mean, obviously we're a deer, but she could be. She's got the face, but not the coloring. But she could be a borzoi. It makes sense. She's the rich bitch. Like, she is literally she's the 1% of this town. She's probably terrible. We don't know. Ah.
That's too bad.
I mean, there's a few hot women in this.
You're still streaming.
Not many hot men. I was thinking poodle. No, not a poodle. It needs curlier hair. Her hair, like, flows too vertically.
I'll let you stream.
I just want to finish this route.
For a while.
No, I'm in the last I'm right before the explosion of the Ice Age, okay? 3 hours.
You're late, Augustus.
They're brother and sister? Wait, do they share the same last name and I'm silly? They might have. And I didn't realize that. They did say Valentine. He just doesn't act like a rich bitch. But actually that tracks, doesn't it? Oops. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work.
Work. You?
I had a few more details to lock down the festival. We still have not seen the reveal of what it says on the top of the festival sign. Oh? What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. Jesus, Baron. Well, you got it. No. No, lay down. No. He's like, damn it. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend more time with him. I disagree. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. It would make sense. They're both dogs. Makes sense. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered us help. We accepted that help. My voice is not wanting to go deeper. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. That glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed? Yeah, I saw that it said Valentine, but I'm like, isn't it also... I don't know.
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Damn! I'm not sure if that was a burn or not. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. It's getting late, children. Yeah, your point. I'm thinking of the banner and dream, Daddy. Jesus is coming. It could say that. We don't know. Googling this took me a few minutes. Reminds me of a cipher in a movie that could be too many secrets or something actually too lewd for chat. Oh. Oh. Plush caterpillars named Gus. I had a friend who had a a hedgehog named Gus. Gus. Savage. All right, where are we going again? Oh, right. I think the drugstore. I think. Yeah. Right.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not.
Then where'd you get the candy from?
You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
He's the rich kid, I think.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life.
He looks kind of like a German Shepherd in coloring, but his hair's like weirdly straight in the back. But maybe that's just to make like a haircut.
Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection.
Am I too fucking sweet to handle? With Milky Way?
Oh yeah, I guess.
I like sour gobs.
I'm certain you do. I've always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash.
For him, it's licorice. All right.
Well, he's right. It's locked.
There's got to be more clues.
Okay, let's see.
Shit. Is there something back here? Well, this is a broken... I'm stuck. Okay. Cantaloupe girl or strawberry shortcake? Ooh, strawberry shortcake, though. I like cheesecake. But I guess I was thinking the answer's got to be around here somewhere. In terms of confection, I think of that as like candy rather than dessert. But confection could be dessert. I just didn't think of it that way. If I just go based off candy, it'd be Milky Way is my absolute favorite. But when it comes to dessert, I don't know. I like cheesecake. I like mochi. I like a handful of things.
Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Creek show!
There you are.
Hi.
Hello, welcome on in. Was it Minx? Was it Chrism? Was it both? Let me know. Hello. Hi, Neerith. Hello. Hi, Bunchy Fox. What were y'all up to? Playing a Plague Tale Requiem. Fuck! I found out that just came out today. And I didn't know. Because I love the first game, so rip. No spoilers, but just like feelings. How are you guys enjoying it? Are you guys liking it? Are you guys, is it good? Is it living up to it? 'Twas, Minx, Chrism is away. Oh, right. Chrism's in the US, I think. There were rats. Well, I would hope so. I didn't know either. Yeah, surprise. Rats. While looking up stuff about characters, I came across an info sheet thingy with content warnings for Beacon Pines. Do you want the list? I would love the list. I didn't know there were trigger warnings, actually. I desperately want the... if there's any major spoilers, though, eliminate those. If it's, like, story, I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, if it's, like, the huge plot twist and it'll be completely ruined because now we know the triggers, you know what I mean? But plays a lot... I desperately want the characters to have French accents, but plays a lot like the first without spoils. Thank you, Bunchy Fox. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed and had all the fun. I usually have a raid response, but I'm afraid to click off the game because when I have, it makes me do keyboard and mouse, and I like using controller. But I really appreciate you guys for coming on over. If you're wondering what I'm playing, hello, welcome. My name's KatFTWynn. I am playing Beacon Pines, which is a voice acted-ish. I'm voice acting the rest. That's not voice acted or narrated, but it's a cute little story that's like a campfire horror story with like children that are trying to figure out the mystery of this town, and we keep getting bad endings, but you have multiple different routes, kind of like a choose your own adventure where you choose words that'll fit and change the story. So that's what we're doing. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing?
Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why did no one look at this? Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Nuncreed. Kren's new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Oh no, we're gonna go into an underground layer chat.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something.
Great, now what?
I guess we...
The
Ah!
side of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
Yep.
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it.
You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth?
Of course I did. Didn't I say that?
No.
I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real?
Rolo, at one point or another, you've said about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic.
That's why I'm such a good predictor.
It looks like each of these has something written on them.
Okay. Some brute force hack in there. I know! What we did here on a transmission, Underground Secrets, was was a thing said, so they had good reason to believe that. The Mistbook landed in blackness. Yakuza 0 keeps doing that to me. Tab out and decides to shut off my controller and reassign it to 2 or 4. Yeah, and then when I even unplug it and replug it in, it won't see it again. So I'm like, I don't want to click off because it feels more comfortable doing this than using WASDA. Ooh, bops. Alright. Only visible to me. I just got Twitch in chat saying, remind your viewers to follow. This could be a good time to remind viewers to follow you so that they catch your next stream. Chat. Why is Twitch telling me how to run my stream? But also, if you haven't followed, you should totally follow if you like my content, you like what you see, and you like VTubers, or you like people who do story-driven games. But still, Twitch, don't tell me what to do. That's creepy, Twitch. Ew, why do you do this? You gotta quit out of the game, then resync for me. Probably same here, but I don't want to deal with it. Follow. The algorithm has spoken, viewers. That's really creepy, though. That appeared for another chat streamer yesterday. That's weird. In another chat for a streamer. Yeah, it says it's only visible to me. That's still weird. Submit to your robot overlords. Ooh, the broken face. Oh my god, was it Nuncreed? But then why are they in the same hazmat suit? Weird. Maybe I don't know. Maybe our Gran was undercover. I say Gran. Weird, creepy, creepy woman who we don't know who the fuck they are.
This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We at least found their hazmat suit.
If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Just saying. That's what I was saying. Rolo's on the same thought. I want to know what these say before I can. Okay, fine.
Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here?
Not that I know of.
This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes.
Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold.
Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation.
That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late.
Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works.
What does she do?
Science stuff. Is she involved with all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't this where you almost got snatched? Yeah.
And did in some routes.
Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place?
This is starting to feel like something big.
Oh, what's this button do? That's a lot of buttons.
Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Willow's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Hide. Where can we hide? It's coming towards us.
Rolo, what did you do?
Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that?
Hide!
Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here.
Just get back.
It's Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, who grabbed us is totally Mr. Nuncreed because he also said shit when we saw him. Mr. Nuncreed's the one we punch in the face. Shit.
Shit. Shit.
Awesome! You all need to come with me now.
We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers.
Mr. Underground's secrets? I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever.
They who?
That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins.
We don't care about our skins.
Hold on now, I like my skin.
This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him.
Who?
Your dad. Walt.
You don't get to talk about my dad.
You know your father and I were friends back before
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this.
That's a lie.
It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee.
What happened?
Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners.
They were lovers.
He helped... No, I don't want to make the creep lovers with my dad. Ew. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yup, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He's found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it.
And my dad said no.
Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekicked into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they'll keep on saying yes to him until the day is dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Till the day he's dead and gone. Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes.
Is there a point to this sob story?
Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
Fuck. I need to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What?
You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose.
Juniper?
Seems like she's planning on crashing your town's party.
She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently, she knows a lot of things.
What?
Let's just say, this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. Maybe don't say that.
And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. Well, we don't entirely know, that's the problem. She doesn't understand what she's messing with. Yeah, we figured that out, that's why the ice happens. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy!
I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square.
The fountain, but why
A
would she?
jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source.
What the heck is the source? Oh, we did know about that.
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all.
Yeah, we figured that out twice now, thank you. They don't know though, but I know. Ice, ice, baby.
You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back.
He just... Bye! That did not go how I expected.
So... We're totally following him, right?
Totally.
See you on the other side. Fucking Frollo?
You good? Yep.
This is a bad idea.
I love this town.
Beck's like, this is the most interesting town I've ever fucking lived in. And it's
Chapter
been 2
8.
days.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant,
Wait, what the fuck?
light blazed into view.
Why is that snow at our house?
A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
What the fuck? Is this not where our house usually is, but isn't right in this moment? Is this time travel?
That was intense. Yeah.
I think I might have parted with some fluids there. Ew! I don't want to know, sir.
Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold.
Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Why don't they want to do Rolos?
It didn't feel like we traveled that far.
So where? Oh no, it's closed. So where did it all go?
This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out of here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way.
I bet though. Because this looks like the arch that leads to the cemetery. Yes, that's what this is. Why is this the snow of our town? Why is our town... What? This would be our house. Right here. Why is it not here? What the Where the fuck are we? Was that past, present, future? Like, what the fuck were those tubes?
This looks...
familiar, yeah. Yeah, it's a fucking sign.
Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time! Nuncreed's getting away!
What the fuck? I'm so lost. Yeah. This is after the freeze.
Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar.
You guys are idiots. You guys are... You're children, but you're not that bright here. I may not be the most well-versed in all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Oh, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien.
Rello.
Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures.
Oh boy, here we go.
The source is there. I told you! 14! It's the source! It's the first world out of the 14 not fractions. Forgot what they're called. Reflections? I don't know. The source is the main hub. It's fine. Alien isolation. It's the source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there.
You get used to it. We should keep moving.
Okay, well that's like blocked off. Who blocked it off though? Also seems like some things are just fucking gone. Like our house. It's just a bush. That's suspicious. Roller, your foil hat is showing. Alright.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen
shit.
town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Are we stopping Gran?
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
Now I wonder if her... This is the source, obviously. If her trying to explode the source here, thinking... I don't know what she thinks it's gonna do. If she deals with that here, and the snap happens here, does it like travel through the tube and make it happen there? Like, I don't understand how it makes it happen.
Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out.
Where do I smell food?
She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. It's true. We've seen it.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators.
Yeah, but this is gonna literally kill everyone.
Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Oh, he didn't know we followed. Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing?
Well, this isn't it, Gran. And not Gran. Who the fuck are you?
Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie?
I mean, so is yours! You're supposed to be dead!
If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish.
That I believe.
His voice hardened.
I mean, I don't trust Nuncreed either. Ah! That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change.
How very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets.
No, that's not
They
fair.
menaced at each other,
Oh,
both
there.
catching
What a
their
young-
breath. The moment balanced
Oh,
on
he
a
must have already
knife's
gotten food.
edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed,
Oh, this is a choice.
as if to give him the
Oh, shit.
stage.
And in the stillness, he began to... I only have weep. Well, let's see where this goes.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
I wonder if I have to do the other route to get where the true... I bet this is, like, in line with the true ending, but I bet weep isn't it. I bet I have to go through the other route on the other end, go through that multiple times to try and get more words to use here.
It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
It won't.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
And then we died.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
That's the thud everyone hears before the snap happens.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to.
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Was it for the greater good, Gran? Was it worth it?
Yep, there it is! There's the snap!
Alright, so obviously that's what
Gran
triggers the
only
snap
had
freeze.
time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Yeah, there's no way.
Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
Wow.
In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire.
You think?
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Alright. Yeah, look, that's an epic picture. I love that drawing. Gran looks great. So, there's nothing we can do that's different on the route to that, but this is the turning point and we need more options. So, I'm guessing we have to do, we have to go to the right to get what options we need to go continue there. So, that's where we will end after I pick which one, because I don't know if I can actually quit here, actually. So I guess I'll pick Tickle here, and then we'll quit after. Oh shit, I forgot what happened here. Alright. We're gonna tickle him instead of be strange.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Okay.
Hey Tish, want to see something cool?
Yeah, and this is where we murder a poor child again. Alright. So, we'll exit here then. Hey! And we did it! We did a lot. Holy shit. Not the true ending, obviously. I think we got a ways for that just to get what options we need for there. But we've made a lot of progress. I'll take it. So, wait, what? Yup. We have to go the other way. We can't finish that route. That's one way to get Grand to chill out? Or was the wait what to killing a kid? We don't kill him, but we don't, something bad happens to him. He's a bully. It's kind of karma, but yeah.